Hello Crafty Llamas! In this video I'll be showing you the steel standard interchangeable set of the 5-inch small tips from HiyaHiya Europe. So this is the Chinese brocade case that the set comes in with the purple flower design. If I open up the set, what you have here is a little flap that opens up with all of your needles in. So this comes with 7 pairs of steel tips. So these needles are the 5-inch needles. They also have them in the 4-inch. At the moment we only stock the 5-inch just because we're starting out. But if you do want us to try and get in the 4-inch for you, do send us a message and we'll see what we can do. So all of these needles have the size actually etched into the needle. I don't know if you can see that. So all sizes are etched onto the needles. Unfortunately I can't show you because of the light at the moment, but yeah, no. And in here you have everything you would need between a 2.75 and a 5mm needle. So this is a great set for beginners, as it has everything that you would need for kind of your main double knits and kind of your 4-ply as well. In this top pocket here, you get the sheep needle gauge, which allows you to kind of measure your needles. If the etching, for some reason, you either can't read it or over time it wears off. What you can do is then use the cute little sheep needle gauge to measure the size of your needles. And as you can see, that is a 5mm needle. You can also use these for crochet hooks if you do have any lying around. So these are very versatile and it's always handy to have one around. In that pocket you also get the needle grips and cable key. That allows you to kind of tighten the cables and the needles. And then you also get a cable connector. So the cable connector allows you, so you get 2 in here. The cable connectors allow you to connect 2 cables together to make one longer cable. And then if we turn the set over, there's another pocket here where you get a variety of cables. So these are all the small cables, which means they fit the small tips. What that means is with HiyaHiya, as you go up in tip size, the connector at the end changes. So you've got a miniature used for the sock needles, you then have the small used for the kind of smaller end of your needles, and then you've got large cables that work with your larger tips. So you have 4 in size. You have the 16-inch, the 24-inch, the 32-inch and the 40-inch cable. So you have a really good variety there, depending on what projects you're working on. And like I said, you can always make a longer one using the cable connectors. So how this works is you just screw on the needle onto each end like so. And there you have it. Similar to the Knit Pro needles, they do come with a tightening key, so if you do want to make sure that those needles are extra snug on your cable and won't come detached whilst you're knitting, you can choose to tighten them using that as well. You don't have to, but the choice is there. As these are steel needles, they work really, really well with a variety of different yarns. So whether you're using a synthetic yarn or a natural fibre-based yarn, these will really glide effortlessly through your work. Whereas sometimes kind of bamboo and wooden-based needles can stick a little bit on the yarn depending on how hairy it is. These needles are also hollow, so really light. Which means that they're really friendly for those with kind of arthritis and carpal tunnel, because they don't weigh as much. So if you are a knitter with a few kind of hand issues and you get cramp or tired quite easily, these could be the needles for you due to their kind of really lightweight nature. I have been using HiyaHiya needles for approximately a year and a half. I was brought up on Knit Pro needles, but started using HiyaHiya needles when I came across them through a friend. And I have to say, as far as metal needles go, these really are top of the range, and I would recommend anyone, if you do prefer using a metal needle, to definitely go for this range of needles. So that is my finished steel standard interchangeable set of 5-inch needles from HiyaHiya Europe. If you enjoyed this video, please let me know by commenting and liking below. We do have weekly videos, so please subscribe to my channel. Our social media handle is Crafty Llama UK, so you can find us on various platforms using that. These sets are quite popular and we are quite price competitive. So if you do like what you see, do head to our Etsy shop now and grab one. That's it for this week's video, but I'll be back with another one for you next week. Bye!